My guest for today is Anami, a talented singer-songwriter currently based in Bangalore. Armed with a trusty ukulele and wearing her heart on her sleeve, Anami creates thoughtful and emotional music based on topics that include love, holding on to dreams, and being in the space between helplessness and hopefulness. However, Anami is also kind of a jack of all trades, as her art encompasses a variety of disciplines that include painting and filmmaking. Not only has she directed all of her music videos so far, but she has also been behind the camera for legendary bands such as Swarathma. In the wake of the release of her new single Belletrist, I sat down with Anami to talk about her new music, her art, her journey in the independent music scene so far, the challenges of being an independent artist and filmmaker, and so much more. And if you like this conversation, then please be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more cool conversations with even cooler artists. So, without further ado, here's me with Anami. Anami, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you for having me. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good too.
Yeah. So the first thing I've noticed while doing my research on you is that whenever I try to look up Anami on YouTube, I get anime instead.
Nice.
So, like, have you noticed that as well?
Yes. When I started out, I think even when I used to look up myself, a lot of anime would come up, and probably that's how I got into anime as well. So yeah.
Yeah. So, like, what kind of anime shows do you watch? Like, what are you watching lately?
Lately, not much. One of my favorite ones is this anime called Haiku.
Oh, okay.
Haiku. Haiku.
Yeah.
Haiku.
That's a sports-based anime,
Yes,
right?
it's
Like,
a
it's about basketball,
volleyball.
volleyball.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's a really good one.
Yeah, I'm not really been into a lot of sports anime myself, but I like the very sort of like chill slice of life or type anime also. Like for example, Spy Family.
Oh, nice.
So
Nice.
that is like really cool.
Good. I've heard good things. I've not watched.
Yeah, I highly recommend that.
Okay.
Yeah. So by the time this podcast comes out, your new single Belletrist will have come out. What are your emotions going into the release?
Belletrist is a song that has come out from a lot of insecurity, I think.
Mm.
I have a habit of writing usually. So, like since I was very young, I would write everything I used to feel. So, Belletrist is a song in which I have sort of taken few lines from what I've written since I was very young.
Mm.
And a lot of it is about whatever, figuring out life and insecurities, like I mentioned. Yeah, so I feel a little vulnerable about putting it out, but I'm hoping it turns out good.
Now that we've talked about Belletrist, let's go kind of in like reverse chronological order to your work before that, which is the two-song
Yeah.
Echoes Volume One EP. Now, I have to say the music is just spectacular, and the video for Reply even more so. So I can really feel like all the emotions that you've put into it. So, how has it been received by your fans so far?
I think this two-song album was received better than all my previous work,
Mm.
and I can see how I would say I have improved as well as an artist with this project. I spent about a year and a half working on just these two songs because I wanted to be sure. And like I mentioned, I'm a little bit of a control freak, and I wanted it to be the way I wanted it to be. And I think that emotion sort of came out in the project as well. I could see a lot of people relating to it, and a lot of people wrote to me about really vulnerable things that they've been through.
Mm.
So yeah.
Is there any particular like note of feedback that you remember from all those people who have talked to you about Echoes?
I think there was one person who sent me a painting,
Oh,
and I cannot share it with you right now, but he was like, this painting reminds me of this song, which was very, very cool for me because I was like, a song and painting. Yeah, that's the one I remember right now.
okay. Like looking at the Reply music video, like if anyone looks at that video, it's kind of from the perspective of the guy in the video who is like looking for love in the big city. I'd like to think that Okay, so for like most of the video, you're only focusing on the guy, right?
Right.
But in one scene, like he meets a girl in the restaurant, right?
Right.
So I'd like to think that the perspective of hold on comes from the girl in the music video. Like,
Nice.
do you see what I'm going for here?
It's like it's crazy because that's how I thought about it.
Really?
There was actually
Oh.
a video for Hold On as well, but I didn't put it out because I don't know, I just didn't put it out. But yeah, reply video was supposed to be like it's a small world. It's just him and his world. And if you go through the frames, it's framed for two people, but you just see him. So his world is really small. He's just looking for love. He just wants another person in his world. Yeah, that's the idea.
Yeah. So I feel like that kind of perspective would have been like really would have been really cool for the music videos for the Echoes Volume 1 EP.
Yeah.
So, and also like one other thing that I get not only from the EP but from like all your songs is that two of the emotions that you seem to be playing with a lot is love and holding on to your dreams in a world where you constantly have to hustle to make a living. So am I kind of like on the ball here?
I think I keep fiddling with the idea of helplessness and being hopeful.
Okay.
So those are the two ideas from which my music come out. And I feel like one doesn't exist without the other.
Right.
So like you said, I keep bouncing back to, this world is like this. And then I'm like, it can be better. It's like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
How much of your songwriting is directly taken from your own life, and how much of it is creative license?
Interesting. I always think of not putting myself in my songs because I don't want to write about myself. Uh, but in the process of writing, somehow I end up either living the things that I'm writing, or it just becomes a part of what I'm going through. So it's not intentional, but it happens. A lot of my songs come from my own life, but it's not intentional. I intend to write about world and things that I see in the world.
Yeah, that's interesting to hear, because in a lot of your music videos, like you yourself are in the video, you are in the focus.
Yeah.
You are the focus of the video. So is it like you are kind of nervous to like directly make yourself the subject matter of the song, and that you prefer to like compartmentalize it? Is that what's going on here?
I think I feel like it's too easy to write about yourself.
Okay.
So I want to put myself in a place where it's uncomfortable and try to understand the world, because I feel like that's how me as a person can learn empathy. So that's the reason I don't like to write about myself.
Okay.
But like I said, at the end of the day, it becomes who you are. So, yeah.
That's fair. That's fair. And so, out of all the songs that I have seen and heard, one, I don't want to say outlier, but one song that is like kind of like surprisingly different is the song Vultures, where you have like directly advocated for the vulture bird, which is apparently like in danger of extinction. So that is like a very pleasant break from the tone of your songs, I feel. So what made you want to advocate for the vulture through that song?
So during the lockdown, I was working on the Save Vulture project. I was helping out this organization called WCF, and I had the opportunity to learn about vultures. So again, it's just devastating to learn that a bird like vultures is looked at as evil and feeds on dead. There's always a negative connotation to the bird, and that's sort of also like people that feel like an outcast in the real world feel like in the animal world vulture might be like that. And it's also hard to get people's attention towards Save Vulture project because it's not, the bird is not glamorous, it's always associated with something evil and all that. So that made me write a song about vultures. I feel like I wanted to advocate for.
Okay.
but
Okay.
that is not noticed as much.
All right. Yeah, and I have to say, like in the music video for that particular song, I have to commend you as someone who was a photographer, like who is still a photographer. I have to commend you on working with the color red so much, because red is such a chore to post process. Like,
Yeah.
kudos for that. Honestly, kudos for that. I hate working with that particular color, but like, what made you choose that color that is like so difficult to work with? Like,
I like in hindsight, I don't really know. I didn't think too much. It's just
hmm,
how it happened very organically. In fact, we shot that video in one night. I
hmm,
would say, like in a very few hours,
hmm,
and it was just me and my friend, and we
hmm.
were just ideating, and we just did it. It was very organic. There was no like thought to come up with like a color idea or whatever. We had a few lights and we were like, these are the things we want to say with these shots.
Hmm.
Let's just do it. And then it happened.
Okay. And finally, coming down to your very first song, if I'm not wrong, which is "I Look at You."
Yeah.
Take me through all the emotions that were going on in your head when you were working on your first
First.
original song. Because if anyone like goes back to your YouTube channel, you started out with covers,
Yeah.
and then I think about a year after that you started with your first original song. So take me through what was going on in your head when you were crafting your first original song.
I like music is very accidental for me. Of
Mm,
course, I've been listening to singing and performing for a long time, but I never thought that I was the kind of person who can write music.
mm,
So I did not even consider doing it for a long time.
mm,
But I was interning in this studio. I was interning there, and I was like, I had the opportunity, I had the atmosphere to sit and write music. I just went with whatever came organically, and thankfully, I did that
mm,
because it gave me, like, it snapped me out of the idea that I can't do this.
mm.
So yeah,
Yeah, and for your very first music video, it came out really well. So kudos for
thank
that.
you,
Yeah.
thank you.
So getting into your filmmaking side.
Mm.
So you have directed and produced all of your music videos so far.
Yeah.
So tell me, what got you interested in filmmaking, and what is the sort of indie filmmaker life like to like get all of your projects off the ground?
So I have studied filmmaking.
Hmm.
So filmmaking was the core of like what I wanted to do in life.
Hmm.
Music happened accidentally,
Ah.
and in fact, when I started making music, one of the ideas to make music was for making film, for the song.
Hmm.
So most of the songs I write for the video. So
Hmm.
that's why most of my songs have a video.
Right.
To be honest, I enjoy directing the most
Hmm.
because one is the process of ideating, coming up with a storyboard,
Hmm.
and color, and all that shots, all that excites me.
Hmm.
So I wouldn't complain too much about making my own music videos
Hmm.
because, like I said, that's what pushes me to write music,
Right.
making the video. In terms of how indie filmmakers' life is, I wouldn't say it's crazy, but I wouldn't say it's great as well. But you got to balance. You have to understand what you want to do
Hmm.
and what the field demands, and you got to find a good balance, and yeah, you can push through.
Yeah, it's very interesting that you say that making the video is what pushes you to make music, because usually, like with most musicians, it's the other way around. Like they make the song first and then they think about whether to make a music video for it or not. So I get the feeling that the act of filmmaking pushes you more towards making music than the other way around.
True, but it's. I wouldn't say that's the case all the time,
Mm,
but mostly yes. Mostly, I like to make videos.
mm,
I like to direct videos.
mm.
I like the idea of film, and I write for film most of the times.
Ah, okay, okay. Which video are you most proud of?
proud of.
Mm.
I think vultures, because people really get excited when they watch that video, and even when somebody asks me
Mm.
which song, like if they ask me to show them the video of a song, that's the one that I show, because I feel like it's different from what usually happens in
Mm.
music videos.
Yeah, and there's this one shot in that video where you are in front of like a light and you are like
Yeah,
kind of like spinning around and
yeah.
going around like this. That particular shot is amazing. I've got to
Thank you.
tell you that.
It's actually a projector behind me.
Oh, it's a projector behind
Yeah,
you.
it's a
Oh,
projector.
okay. Yeah, that is a killer shot. And also one shot from I Look at You where the camera kind of like follows your feet as you like step through the grass, and there
Right.
are like little specks of
Yeah.
dust going past. I mean, it reminds me kind of like a Terrence Malick movie.
Nice.
So I really like that, but I really like that particular shot.
Right.
Yeah. So, any particular memories that stand out from making any of your music videos? Any particular kind of jugaad or any shot that came out amazingly? Like one memory.
I have to say, all my music videos are jugaad. So I don't like to involve a lot of people in production. So it'll just be less than 5 people in most of the production work that happens. So when it's that way, you have to kind of sort of do everything yourself, or whatever little people we have to do everything. So it's mostly jugaad. Um, when I was shooting for Echoes, I remember that. So there was this slush pit that I slipped and fell into,
Oh.
and it took about half an hour to get out of that. But that's just, I cried and all, but
Oh no.
yeah, but that was cool. It was cool. It's funny because the song that I was shooting for is "Hold On," and the song is like telling you to hold on, and then I experienced that while I was shooting. So that's exciting.
Wow, that's a coincidence. Yeah, but it must be like exhausting though to involve like less people and do everything yourself. So is it like difficult for you to like trust more and more people with like certain functions in the video? Like, is that what's going on here?
Yeah, it's so I need to get along and I need to be in sync with people I work with. So that's why it's pretty small. The group is pretty small, and I find it chaotic to have more people around because I can't get into the zone or whatever. So yeah, that's
Okay.
the thing.
Okay. And also, you have not only directed your own music videos, but you have directed one video for one of the legends of rock music in Bangalore, which is Swarathma,
Yes.
for their song Roshan,
Yes.
if I'm not wrong.
Yes.
How did you get that gig?
So I've worked with Varun. Varun has produced most of my songs, Vultures, Truce, all of that. I worked with Varun in his studio, the Red Music Box, and I'm assuming he had something to say about my music videos to his band. So that's probably how I got that opportunity, and it was amazing. It was amazing working with them.
Yeah, what was it like shooting with them and working with them?
I don't know how to explain how it was, because for we shot for 2 days, and only one of it involved the band, and it was like very tight schedule. So they came in for about 6 hours, and we finished their shoot, and we made sure that the band is comfortable. So there was no chaos at all. It's a weird thing to say in a production place, but there was no chaos at all. It was very well planned, and yeah.
Yeah, that is like an ideal situation that a director can hope for.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
So you describe yourself as a multidisciplinary artist beyond just filmmaking and music. Which other disciplines of art are we talking about here?
I also paint. The thing is, especially with art, I don't like to stick to one. I like to mix and match everything. So I paint. I also make massive what do you say, big paintings, and I sell paintings
Hmm.
as well. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. I wouldn't say there's anything that I don't want to explore. That's why I say multidisciplinary.
Okay. Okay. Uh, how has your relationship with art evolved throughout your music career? Like, has it evolved or changed in any way from when you first started out?
Definitely. I think the perspective towards world changes, and art in itself sort of directs you into looking at the world differently. And you meet a lot of people who have great things to contribute to your life. So making music, in fact, is the only way I know how to learn about life and world and everything. So yeah.
Okay. And how do you manage to find the balance between making art and working for a living? What's that work life balance like? Because I think we can all agree that today it is a lot more complex for artistically inclined people now to like find time to make the art that keeps them sane in the middle of like grinding and hustling and all of that. So how do you manage to find that balance between sustaining yourself and making the art that sustains you?
So I prominently work in marketing, and I have a very healthy schedule. So I don't know how I can explain how I balance. There was a long time when I used to sort of find it really difficult to fiddle with the both. But if you love something that you want to do enough, you will figure out a way. I think that's what happened with me, and I try to not settle for anything that would push music away from my life, and I also didn't want to completely depend on my art to pay my bills. So yeah, you'll figure out a way. I think there's no definite process or definite way to approach it, but yeah, it's figured it out.
Yeah, everyone has their own way to achieve that balance.
Yeah,
It's all a matter of trial
yeah,
and error.
exactly.
Okay, okay. So not to get like stuck in the weed here, but as an artist of your standing, I'm very curious about this. Have you followed the issue of AI encroaching into art?
Partly, yes, kind of, yeah.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on this? Because from what I'm observing, AI is doing like all sorts of things that I'm personally not a fan of
Okay.
when it comes to art. If you look at generation and like taking original works from other artists and all of that, and I personally am not a fan
Okay.
because I believe that if this is going to happen, and it clearly looks like it's going to happen, the artist should have a say in whether their works should be used or not. So what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on AI and its effect on art today?
I might be very like what do you say, under, like I don't have enough knowledge about what might happen. But in my perspective, I feel like at the end of the day, there is a crowd that, what do you say, enjoys authentic music. And I've seen that quite a bit, especially in Bangalore. So I feel like there won't be a time that musicians, actual authentic music, can be replaced or shunned by AI. But it is hard to disagree to what you said. There might be times when we're just listening to something that AI has created, and of course, there's issue with plagiarism and all that. But I wouldn't say there will be a time where it can completely take over. So I feel very conflicted about it. Feel like AI does help in many ways, but I wouldn't say I wouldn't say it should. I wouldn't say it can replace what exists in the art world.
Okay, okay. So what's next for you and your music after Belletrist? Is there going to be perhaps like an Echoes Volume 2 in the future? Because when you say Volume 1, you are implying that there are like multiple parts.
Right.
So, is there anything you're working on beyond Belletrist?
This year, actually, I'm working on a lot of collaborations. I'm working with a few artists who I don't want to name because I'm like, let it happen. So yeah, I'm collaborating with quite a few artists this year, and that's what I'm looking forward to. And I also intend to perform live more. It's funny because performing live used to give me anxiety because I was like, oh, people, and all that. But lately I've been enjoying meeting people, sharing stories, and exchanging that energy with people. So yeah, I intend to do a lot of live shows this year, and like I said, collaboration. And there are a couple more singles coming out, and yeah, hopefully there's not hopefully actually I do intend to do Echoes Volume 2 in the future. And yeah, it might have something to do with Echoes Volume 1.
Fantastic. So, before we conclude this interview, I'd like to play a quick little game.
Okay.
No, don't worry.
Okay.
It's just a quick Q&A. I'm going to give you a couple of quick questions and you give me a quick answer, like the first thing that comes into your mind.
Okay.
All right? Okay. When and where was your very first gig?
In Mysore, in a place called Barge, the Barge. It was back in 2016. Yeah, I played a lot of Linkin Park songs.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Like I'm a rock music fan, and my rock music journey started out with Linkin Park.
Nice.
So, like, which Linkin Park song did you play?
Numb, In the End, lot of Linkin Park.
Oh god, that is the classic high school playlist
Yeah,
type
It is.
song selection over there. Yeah, like kudos to
Thank you.
that. Okay, best and I don't want to say worst, but least best. Best and least best song from your catalog.
Ooh. I would say it's too hard to choose.
Yeah, I didn't want to say worst because I got the feeling that you're the kind of person who doesn't want to call any song their worst song.
No, actually the opposite.
Oh, the opposite?
I'm very critical of
Oh,
what
you're very
I
critical.
choose.
Okay, fine. Best and worst. Chal.
So I would say my best work is Vultures. And the worst would be I Look at You. Because it's the first one, right? I'm like, too amateur.
Yeah. So you just look at that and you like see the flaws, like what I could have done better.
At all. I'm like,
You don't look at it at all?
Get it all.
Okay. Most underrated song from your catalog?
Oh, I would say Hold On, actually. Feel like people should listen more to Hold On.
Okay.
Give it a chance, yeah. Sorry.
Okay. If you had to pick one song from your catalog with which to introduce someone to your music for the very first time, which song would you pick?
To my Reply, I would say. Reply.
Okay. Next. If you could feature your music in a TV show or movie, which TV show or movie would you pick?
Whoa. If my music should feature in a TV show or a movie, should it be Indian movie?
Any TV show or movie.
Oh, stress. I would say I don't know the movie exactly, but I want the song Vultures to feature in like a thriller crime movie.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a very interesting choice.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I think any of your songs would fit in the TV show This Is Us. Have you seen that?
This Is Us.
Yeah, it's a great American drama show, and I think if you check it out whenever you have the time, I think you'll see what I'm talking about. So I think your music would be a great fit for that particular show.
Nice.
Okay. Your inspiration as a singer-songwriter?
Who I look up to?
Yeah, who inspires you as a singer-songwriter?
I wouldn't pin it to one person. A lot of local artists actually inspire me to write music because I belong here, so I see where they're coming from, and I feel like, oh, they have this thing to say. I also have something to say. It's just mostly people that I meet. So my inspiration comes from my experience more than somebody, a particular person or an artist.
Okay. Your inspiration as a filmmaker. Which filmmaker inspires you?
It's the same answer for film as well. But let's see. I think I would say at least when I watched Satyajit Ray's movies, I think to many people, many filmmakers, he's an inspiration. So I would say his movies changed the way I look at film. So maybe him.
Okay. If you could meet one of your influences and thank them personally, which person would that be?
Oh, thank them personally. I think I've met. No, I've not. There are quite a few artists that I really, really like. One artist that I really, really like is this band called 21 Pilots.
Ah.
So if I met them personally, probably I'll bawl and cry and thank them for. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. First English song you ever heard?
First English song. I think Michael Jackson. What is that song? What about sunrise? What about?
Wait. I've sung this song before. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of the title. Okay, forget about it. Let's make it. Let's make it Michael Jackson.
Michael
Jackson. Okay. First band or artist T-shirt you ever bought?
Swarathma.
Swarathma.
Yes.
Oh, fantastic.
In fact, Swarathma is the first live show that I've seen.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
It was-
So I'm so happy to hear that someone's first band T-shirt is like an Indian band.
Yeah.
That is like so cool. Like because like from the era that I grew up in, we all start with like bootleg Western band T-shirts. No, so
Right.
it's like really cool to think that like some younger people now are like starting with like Indian band T-shirts.
Yeah. It's also really cool because when I attended Swarathma's concert, I did not know them, and years later I got to work with them. So for me, it's like dream come true.
Yeah, and I think Jishnu also was at the last concert that you
Yeah, I was
had at the
there, yeah.
Raft also.
Yeah.
So that was like really cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Dream gig you would love to attend or perform at?
Oh, what do you mean?
This could be like a festival or some artist that you would like to support or anything like that.
I've not thought about it. I really want to play Bandland someday
Ah.
because it's local. Like I said, I always want to support the local. So yeah.
Okay. And lastly, dream artist you would like to do a music video or short film for, or any kind of filmmaking project?
Can be anybody in the world.
Anybody in the world.
Oh, stress. Too many people. I really like Hosea, and I like the way he makes music videos. Like his music videos are very interesting. So I would probably someday meet him and work with him.
Okay.
Hopefully.
All right, Anami, thank you so much for joining me on my show, and I hope you had a good time.
Thank you so much.
So, everyone, check out Belletrist on YouTube and all of your streaming platforms. Follow Anami on all of your social media platforms, and if you like this conversation, like, share, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you soon.